Jim Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
69, Jim Williams.
So in now for Chicago, David Bodie. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Now the 2-1. Fouled off. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Rosell Herrera will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Rosell Herrera.
Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. 2-0 count, the pitch. This is pulled into right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Adam Duvall. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Out in front of it, strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer. These up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out.
Brings it in, and the Rockies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Colorado Rockies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Miguel Cabral gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jose Quintana is charged with another loss, his 18th of the season. Jim Williams wraps it up for the save, his 42nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the
Number
door.
69, Jim Williams.
Digging in, Corey Seager. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Hard liner to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Cut it!
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Round over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
David Bodie is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. To the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman. Ready for another chance. Victor Caratini. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. The 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. The Cubs are down to their final strike.
1-1-1.
Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
6-3 the final score today. The Colorado Rockies posted a 3-run first to propel them to the
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Great job today. Great job today.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams comes out
Now
of the bullpen to
pitching for the
shut
Rockies.
things down here in the ninth.
Number 69, Jim Williams.
Digging in to try it again, Renato Nunez. He doubled his last time through.
The third baseman.
Third baseman
Renato
hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Right.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
A 2-1 count to Nunez. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Samuels is going to get there, and that's the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
The first baseman, number 10.
Here now is Jake Bowers. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Williams has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
So we got him swinging. Jake Bowers is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Brandon Nimmo, the pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Brandon Nimmo.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 281 the average entering play. 17 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball is lined into center field. And right off the bench, he comes through. It's a base hit.
Hold on to it. And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Stepping in now, Tomas Nido. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Nimmo is off at first with 2 away.
That's a ball.
Up high. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies will salvage at least the finale game series as the ball game is over.
The final Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams takes the
Now
ball now in
pitching for
inning
the
number
Rockies.
9, looking to close the
Number
door.
69. Yeah.
Up next for the Rays,
Williams.
Matt Duffy. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
The Rays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Now batting.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Matt Duffy is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Arenado is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the
Number
ninth.
47.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. Popped him up. Gonzalez is calling for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taken advantage of nearly every opportunity.
8-5 tonight. Colorado jumped out to an early lead in the
final
first
line
and never
score
looked
for our
back.
ball game
Herman
tonight.
Marquez
For the
earned his
victorious
9th
Rockies,
win of the year.
8 runs on
Anthony
11
Banda
hits,
was
1
unable to
error.
work.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams comes out
Now
of the bullpen to
pitching for
shut
Colorado,
things down here in the ninth.
Number 69, Jim Williams.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay,
Leading
Nick
off for the
Schufo.
Rays.
He reached on a single last
catcher,
time and later wound up
Number
scoring.
22.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by one at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Pulled toward right center field. Marte's after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third
The left
best.
fielder, number
Third
9.
baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Lemon.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. 2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
And tonight's one run.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the
Number
door.
69, Jim Williams.
Digging in now. There you go. Hunter Renfroe due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Williams has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
And he's way off balance with the swing there.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Will Myers. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the corner and slicing foul. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball swung on and missed.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. San Diego down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
And that's what he gets paid to do, shutting them down for another save. That's an even 100 for his career. So congrats are in order.
Ladies and
Jim
gentlemen,
Williams comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 69.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Billy Hamilton is retired to kick off the inning.
Now that
With Merrifield next to hit.
Merrifield.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And postseason baseball is coming to Denver. The Rockies are NL Western Division champions.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
8-5 tonight. Colorado rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Angel Alonso gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Cesar Nieves permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Jim Williams records the save, his 48th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line.
Jim Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
69. Jim.
Standing in, Austin Slater. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Heading out towards shallow right. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th.
Up next for the Giants,
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now. Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41, Wilmer Flores.
And that misses, ball one. He'll come in here at 263, and even 20 home runs and 71 runs batted in. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Flores is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities. Especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there, he's becoming more of a rare talent.
Yeah, just don't think he's trying to do too much. He gets himself into good hitters' counts and tries to hit it right back off the pitcher's hat.
3-2 now. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
6-3 the final score today. The Colorado Rockies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Angel Alonso earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jim Williams hammers down the save, his 49th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Jim Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
69.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. And it's a full count, 3-2 to Austin Slater.
3-2.
Flores on second. Shaw on at first with nobody out. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Buster Posey.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities. And when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. And he fouls this one off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Misses. Ball two.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He brings it in, and the Rockies have taken their first step as they claim game one here at home. This ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
5-1, the final.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams comes out
Now
of the bullpen to
for the
shut
Rockies.
things down here in the ninth.
Number 69, Jim
Alan
Williams.
Hansen the next to bat. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth.
Leading off
They
the
look
shot.
like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now at the plate, Mauricio Melendez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. Dahl's in pursuit. And the Rockies have more baseball to play. They're headed to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, I was impressed by this outing, no doubt. The numbers don't lie. 7 1/3, very solid innings. And when you do that,
An off-season check-in from a player's agent. The requisite leverage may now be in place to get this player what he has been wanting. With the arrival of another spring, teams gather to gear up for a brand new season. An all-star is approached with an unexpected proposal. When the player balks, the manager quickly backs off the idea.
Daytime baseball coming at you on MLB Network from Petco Park in San Diego. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2023 San Diego Padres.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup.
Play ball. 3 out.
So digging in now, Whit Merrifield. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Machado.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Padres. The pitcher, Jim Williams, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jim Williams goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. In there for strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Francisco Mejia stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeout. Stepping into the box, Michael Clark. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Couldn't get his hand. hit in the air to shallow center. Laureano has a read on it. One down. So with one gone in the inning, time for a quick check of the standings in the National League West as you get a look at where the Rockies find themselves entering play here today. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Garrett Cole.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Good waste pitch. 1-2. One out, nobody on. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
The batter, number 15.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Up, 3 down. Leading off the inning, Alan Bennett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike one.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Turned on down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Machado has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate. It's incredibly strong. Certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. So two are gone in the Padre fourth. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Rockies are out in front, 3-0. Striding in for the Rockies, Jim Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
3 runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead.
That one just kept going and going. You won't see many long balls hit farther than that this season, and as Show Track tells us, it carried a projected 460 feet. That's big boy territory.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Walters is underneath this one. And very quickly, one gone. There's our line score through the first 4.5. And these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Here's George Springer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
1-1-1.
Down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Francisco Mejia comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Clark will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark.
Your attention,
Michael Clark has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Whit Merrifield goes down for the second out here in the bottom half.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Into the box now, Alan Bennett, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch is taken. That's ball 1. In for strike 2.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Padres leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jim Williams.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hit out towards second. There's one. On to Hosmer. A double play, and that ends the inning. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gonzalez is up with it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Stepping up now, Eric Hosmer. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special. Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
And that's in there for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Hosmer, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They trail here 4-0. Now batting, Francisco Mejia. And they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. This is hit softly to third. And there's 1 down now. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Clark. He singled his last time up.
Michael Clark.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded up baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Billy Hamilton will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Hamilton.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minute.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Up 3 down for San Diego. They still find themselves down 6-0.
The pitcher.
Into the box, Jim Williams. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say, he's really earned it. 0-1 the count. Bird gets his lead at first, nobody out. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A runner at first with no outs here. Hosmer trying to get there. Fouled away. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that Now at the plate, Whit Merrifield. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Hit in the air down the right field line. Blackman on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. Next to the plate for the Padres, Alan Bennett.
Number 00.
First pitch on its way.
Bennett.
In there, and it's 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Coming to the plate now, Manny Machado. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
He loses him on ball 4. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he can't track it down. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Digging in, Eric Hosmer. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. A pop is something to see, so it'll have to be dealt with carefully here. He's set. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Fouled off. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. Stepping up to the plate, George Springer, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone.
Brings it in, and the Rockies move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only 1 single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
6-1 the final tally today. The Colorado Rockies hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jim Williams earns his first win of the season and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.